Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of E4. As the people say, in previous episode we were fighting in a war against Burgundy and all that. We did get out of the war a bit earlier than perhaps needed, but I was getting a little bit, annoyed by the fact that we were helping the French siege down stuff over here, and then we were constantly getting like a tiny army sieging down our stuff down here. So to protect our territory, let's see, extension, no. Not going to extend the monopoly on livestock anymore. So we can remove that, although we'll give the loyalty equilibrium bonus in there for now. There's not going to be a whole lot of income that we get from that, but we are now... Actually, no, we've still got truce with Siena for another 3 years. Or thereabouts. So we'll hopefully get that done soon. We still are allowing ourselves to gain a bit more money, hopefully. I really want to get the Center of Trade in Rome to be upgraded to level 2. That would be a good amount of extra money from trade. Actually, are they... Yeah, we're still trading, protecting our trade in Genoa. Oh. Ottomans agreed to share the maps of Pontic Steppe with France. Okay. Oh, is Ottomans and France allied again? No. Not yet, anyway. We do have a little bit of inflation, but it's not too bad. But yeah, so... I just wanted to double check. So Siena is no longer part of the Empire. We'll allow the Veneration Relics. Allow or disallow. Yeah, sure. Kind of reminds me of the first season of Blackadder. I only thought that the finger bones came, or the fingers came in packs of 10. Right, so we're still improving relations with Bologna, although Bologna is probably not going to be an ally for us for too long. They're not willing to become our vassal. Oh! Right, Florence jumped the gun. They got there sooner than I did. Well, I do actually wonder, who are they fighting with? It's just Florence, okay. If I was to, say, put up army maintenance, I don't suppose I can demand them to enforce... Right, enforce peace. Ah, well, they don't have enough opinion of me. Never mind. So Siena is going to go to Florence then. Okay, At least we know... Oh. Oh, look, they're allied with France. Okay. That was a bit of a surprise. Oh, Naples finally announced... Oh, Emperor's Renaissance. So Florence, you've got a lot of strong allies. If I was to declare war on you, I could get Austria to help, maybe. I don't have a casus belli against you, though. Alright, then, well, I suppose we don't really need the spy network in Siena currently. So Florence, you're going to be next on the list. We'll need to figure out if we can't get both France and Austria to help us in that war. But, like, if we could get stuff from Florence, maybe a little bit from Naples as well. That would be quite handy. Well, of course, it's Italian provinces, so it's going to be bloody expensive. But that's a bit of a bummer with the Siena getting seized down. I mean, I knew that would probably happen. But I was hoping that they would not do that. Okay, we're going to lose a bit of prestige. We should be getting... Oh, no, we're not actually getting too much. Well, the submission to Emperor is not ideal for this. Seems to still be taking a little while to get the loyalty up to 60%. I do actually wonder, do we have everything else? Yeah, we've got everything else except loyalty. Okay, clergy would get loyalty. Yeah, I think we're going to keep clergy loyal. Actually, do we have development? Oh, right, so we've got defensive in Rome. I'm going to actually put in the local trade power, maybe. Or maybe I should put the development cost. Not with the development cost, actually. What I can then do is for Rome, I can go ahead and just give it one more development, maybe just the tax income, because we've got the church there already. So that's 30. That's also the large city, so we're going to get more points over here. I can't start the golden era yet, which I don't really need quite yet anyway. But that's going to allow us to get a few more things in here. Some of which are going to be very handy, others not necessarily that handy for us, but it's still better than nothing, I suppose. But we're kind of... cornered in here right now, so we'll just need to find a nice sort of timing to attack Florence. We do have a casus belli against them right now in Siena, but that might not be sufficient, although let's have a look. So yeah, I could get Austria, we'll get both Genoa and Naples. So overall, okay. So with the combined armies with me and Austria, well I suppose Austria and Hungary, we would be able to probably defeat them. It's just initially it would be a bit risky for me because I would be getting a siege from both ends. It's Austria, they're not in a war right now, no, but they've got a bit of rebellion to deal with there. But that shouldn't be too bad. Civilly judged. You know what? Yeah, we'll just, we might be a little bit corrupt, Pope here, but I do like the money. Yeah, we got, yeah, it's a decent bit of money. Actually, yeah, six ducats per month from taxes now. Well, it's got a little bit of that. It's, of course, the various things that we are allowing right now. I do actually wonder, no, since I'm not the papal controller, oh, reform desire is already 60. Merchant defects. Okay. Okay, mercantilism. You know what? Yeah, we'll take the mercantilism. It may not give us the same benefit initially, but it's in the long run, it's going to be still very handy. Now, we're almost there with the loyalty. Are we actually on... Yeah, we got the army maintenance up. I'm going to go ahead and reduce that a little bit. Gain some more money. Like at least an extra ducat per month. The sooner we can get the Center of Trade in Rome upgraded, that's going to be better. It's going to be a very long-term sort of benefit from that. The sooner we have that, the better. Aha! Now we can get to support the order. So army tradition goes up. Then what's the Eastern Alliance? We don't have anyone in there yet, I don't think. I don't suppose all the knights are going to be... Yeah, they're not willing to take the alliance yet. How's our... Oh, right, because the diplomatic reputation is -3. I think once that's fixed, that might actually be enough to get alliance with them. And now burghers are going to lose some influence and loyalty. That's actually okay. Not ideal, but it's manageable. Oh, okay. Oh, right, Teuton's got a thing there. Let's go ahead and some of the DH. Let's have a look. What do they want? Clergy wants a church in Ancona. Nobility wants relation with Ottomans to be higher. And burghers wants Rome to have a workshop. And that workshop would be actually quite handy, especially with the +1 base production there. We've got 20 years time to do that. I think we're going to go for that. Getting the extra base production is going to be very handy. And now that we don't have a mission that requires the loyalties to be... or the influence to be below a certain level and loyalty to be above a certain level, it's a bit easier. Oh, right. We don't need to have all of this area in here. There's also Abruzzi over there. We already got 2. And then there's, I believe, this state. So that's 5 and this one's 3. So we need a total of 6 out of the 8 provinces in those 2. Interesting, interesting. Let's get another claim on the Laurentian areas there. Oh, that's a lot of truces ending. Right, Florence. If I was to declare, like, if I get Austria to help me, I probably could win this war. Question is, do you want to try it? How close are we to... Oh, we can actually get the fire damage received -10% very shortly. We might want to wait for that, just to be on the safe side. Also, might want to go ahead and... You know what? No, we're going to wait for the Center of Trade upgrade first before we declare war. Because we're not too far from that. Like, just a few months. Oh, they're fabricating claims on us. But yeah, let's get that one. So now our troops should be somewhat easier to, you know... stay, or they can stay in the combat for a bit longer, essentially. And I think what we'll do is once we have the Center of Trade upgraded, which is, I think, let's see, 3 more months? Oh, okay, well, I suppose we're going to lose a bit of manpower in the meanwhile as well. Well, we've got a few more months to recover some of that, so we would be at least at 13,000, I reckon, by the time we declare war. But the question is then, which side do we go for? Do we go for Naples first? How much does Naples have troops? 16,000. That's going to be a little bit tricky, actually. But I think our troops might be slightly better quality. How's their... We got Miltech 6. Do we have Miltech 6 as well? Yes. Okay. So we got the same tech. Same with Florence. And I suppose Genoa is also 6. Yeah, okay. Navies are going to be in trouble in that war. But hopefully Austria and Hungary can send their troops to help us. They will probably get rid of Genoa first, I'm hoping. There we go. So Rome, let's go and upgrade this. So local trade power +10, institution spread +10%, local development -5%. That's all very good things. And now we're going to go ahead and start increasing the army maintenance. We'll still get some money. But we'll get the maintenance up once this army is ready. I think the... Hold on a minute. The Swiss Guard, I think they've got the... Okay, reinforced speed, that's quite handy. Oh dear, we lost that admiral. We might not need another admiral right now. I think we're just going to keep our fleet back at port for the time being. As long as we don't lose Rome, we should be fine. And actually, for that, we might need to then put in the local defensiveness right now in here. So that way, it's going to be a bit easier to hold on to these territories. Ooh, oh, Naples is having a bit of a rebellion over there. Okay. I don't think there's going to be enough to really distract them. Yeah, they got the 16,000 army there. It's going to be more than enough. Let me just double check. Florence, who's your... Okay, you got rivals also Savoy, me, and Ferrara. Oh, I could get Milan as well. Oh, okay, there we go. Now we're talking. I think we've got the troops already more or less set. So what we're going to do is we'll unmothball the fort. Get a bit of manpower in there. It's going to be 360 a month. So let's say we'll wait another couple months. Get at least 2,000 manpower in the garrison. Get us a little bit of a manpower reserve as well. So with Milan and Austria plus Hungary, we should be easily able to defeat these. Oh, France, okay. It's very bad timing. Mantua, Venice. Well, actually, if there's Venice in this... Oh, no. Venice is not in the war. So who are you actually fighting? Savoy and 3 leagues. Can I declare war on Florence first? Nope. But we are kind of prepared for war here. You know what? We'll join for a little while here. Actually, at that point, we might need to get a new admiral. 2110. I mean, it's not ideal. Let's just double check the... Yeah, they don't have much of a fleet. Alright, then let's go and park that outside their port. Might capture... No, we did not capture a ship. But we'll get a bit of extra money from the blockade. Decorate the Sistine Chapel. So we'd hire Sandro Botticelli. That would be more devotion, less unrest. Or we could go for more prestige. The devotion bonus seems to be the same. Or improve relations plus 10%. That's actually not a bad one either. Or missionary strength. I'm going to go with the improved relations so we can do that faster. Right, so I'm guessing Savoy's probably going to get sieged down fairly soon. So if I was to declare war on Florence, I can't get France in here. I could still do my usual, or the planned war here anyway. Although actually before we do that, we might want to get our fleet out of there. That's going to be too risky at that point. Oh, we've taken the loan. Oh. Right, of the, yeah, decorating the Sistine Chapel, that makes sense. So, Florence. I think now that we've got the fleet out of the way, I think it's time for us to invite some friends to this. Which one do I think Siena is the one that we definitely want to have. We want to also have some province of Naples and all that. So it's going to be at least Siena and Abruzzi. Maybe some more, but that's at least the 2. Because Siena we can then start claiming in any coastal province over here at Ligurian Sea. So that is what we'll do. And I guess let's go. We can slow down a little bit because this is going to be a bit risky. I'm going to go ahead and... The problem over here is if I go into like Siena or something, we won't be able to hold that fully. We won't really be able to fight against Florence directly. Genoa's got a bit of troops here. Oh right, there's the French troops there. And Austria and Hungary did join the war. Our trade fleet is in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, I think that's an understatement. Hopefully we'll get out of there. Yeah, there we go. We didn't lose anything. Can we get the... Oh, we can almost get the adaptive counter tactics. Looks like Florence is actually heading north. They've got a bit of fight in there. I might be... If they lock in here, I can force them into a river crossing, maybe? Or they just move through. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to Naples then. We'll start sieging down their stuff. And Milan might be having some issues until the Austrians get there. Oh, now they're going to be heading south with all of these troops. This could be bad. Well, they got a bit of peasants in the way there. They're good. So that's good. We've got the mountains in here. I don't think we'll have the... Oh, okay. They're now in Rome. Luckily, it's going to take a while for them to siege it down. So I'm not too concerned about that yet. Right. The looks like the Hungarians and Austrians are now arriving from... Well, mostly Austrians right now. But the Hungarians are probably going to... Well, actually, I don't know if they are going to do anything. So it's just going to be Austria that needs to do the heavy lifting here. But the Genoese are going to have a bit of a bad time here. Yeah, that's a sack wipe. Nicely done. Oh, now they... Oh, they've split their troops again. I've got these troops here. I could probably go for Naples. That's a farmlands. It's at level 3 fort, though. Do we have a siege pip? We do. We don't really have the fleet to really contend with that. I'm going to go ahead and get to Tarracina. Is that... that's a fairly decent general that they have up there. Can I... No, they are going to be moving away there faster than I am. I could go for Naples. The sooner we siege down Naples out of the war, at least get a... Actually, let's go ahead and start figuring out the peace deal with Naples already. So it's going to be at least that. It's going to be quite a bit of aggressive expansion on some nation. Not a huge amount of extension yet. We could take that one and maybe... Actually, what could we do after that? War reparations, that's always nice. Annual treaties with Florence. Maybe even Venice. Well, that's military access, so we don't need to worry about that one. Lucca, that's probably fine. At least for now, anyway. So yeah, we'll keep that. We'll probably take as much money as we can. Ooh, that's going to be quite a bit, actually. I won't be able to do that quite yet, but somewhere down the line. And yeah, the Austrians are doing pretty good fighting in here. Good. They've got some more troops approaching from the south, though. Oh, there we go. They did manage to win the first battle, and now they've got a second battle. The enemy's got a river crossing and terrain penalty. I don't think the Austrians are going to win this, though. Actually, they've got discipline advantage, yeah. Still not going to be easy. Yeah, they're just about won. Oh, but now the Hungarians are moving in. At least some of the troops. Actually, no, they've got both of the armies coming in. Oh, yeah, they're going to be catching some of the troops here. Come on, win, win, win. Milan is heading in there. I'm kind of on the other side. It's a bit of a, you know, mixed bag there right now. But hey, if we can get Naples out of the war, then Florence is going to be an easy peasy after that. And there's another battle in Genoa. It looks like that one's going to be a victory for our side. Yeah, there we go. A decent bit of casualties on our side, but they also took... Actually, yeah, the enemy took a bit more. Like 1,000 or so more, but yeah. Still better than nothing. The problem is Naples is going to be retreating their troops in here, so that's going to cause some issues for me. There's also Florence's army there. But there we go. Austria can now start sieging down stuff here. So that's good. And Savoy's getting sieged down, although Savoy's not in our war against Florence, but they're in the other war that we're technically speaking in. We've got a fair bit of troops amassing in here, so we do need to be somewhat careful. They will probably try to attack us in here. Luckily, the terrain is farmland, so it's not too bad for us. And, oh, actually... Ah, let's get the adaptive combat terrain. So we'll get +1 in farmlands now. That's actually going to be very handy in here. That +1 may be what is going to save us once they start attacking us. But it looks like the siege of Napoli is going quite as planned. Actually, what I should do... I'm going to stop the improve relations thing there. I'm going to put in... build spy network in Naples. So we can get that going. We can get a little bit boost for the siege ability. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of Hungarian army over here. Oh, it's going off to Siena. Excellent, excellent. We've got on... Oh, right. Milan might want a bit of stuff from Genoa. I don't know if I can give them Genoa directly. You know, they are quite helpful in this war. They took away the initial heat away from us, so we could do some sieging. We are going to lose Abruzzi. Oh, well, maybe not. Well, but probably still are going to lose Abruzzi, temporarily at least. Oh, now they're retreating, or moving away at least. Is that... Oh, we've got the terrain penalty there. That's going to be a little bit nasty. Yeah, we lost that battle. That's a lot of casualties for the Hungarians, actually. Is there... Oh, they got Miltec 5. Oh, that would make the sense. Oh, that would make the difference, indeed. Are they going to move in us? Oh, no, they're still standing in Abruzzi. They've still got some more troops arriving in there. The Austrians are still sieging down Firenze. There's the Milanian troops getting into our territory. Oh, comet sighted. The economy falls. Oh, there goes a bit of stability. But we had 3 stability for a while, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Right, well, there's the Austrian troops, at least in here. They are kind of putting up a bit of a, you know, stalemate for the enemy armies in here. If they do attack me, then I can send... Or they will send... Oh, right, the theologian has died. Let's get another... Oh, prestige. I mean, prestige might not be a bad idea right now, actually. It's not something that I tend to usually hire, but then since that was the only option. Plus, having a bit more prestige is always handy. Right, so we're going to lose control of Arezzo. But at least part of Genoa... Oh, they only got the level 1 fort in there. Oh. So sieging down Genoa should be very easy. Oh. Hey, deploy reputation +1. Very handy. Invasion imminent. The second fleet. Whose fleet is that? Genoa? Genoa. Looks like the siege in Naples is... Well, it's 40% right now. We can't afford sending our fleet out there. Currently. Ooh. Right, new... Oh, +4. Okay, 4 siege pips in the siege suddenly. Well, that's going to make a bit of a difference. I do actually wonder. So in the mercenary, let's just double check the Swiss Guard. Oh, they do have a bit higher discipline. Okay, well, that's actually really nice. We are a bit over our force limit, mind you, but that's to be expected. We'll get that. Oh, there we go. There's Naples. And there we go. Could I actually go ahead and... No, Naples doesn't want to get out of the war yet, I reckon. But I suppose I could just go ahead and start sieging down a bit of land in here. Autonomous sieging. The sooner we have all that siege down, the better. And is Genoa one of your peace deal yet? No, Genoa's actually high enthusiasm still. Well, since we haven't taken Siena, we're technically speaking are losing some war score in here, but at the same time, as long as we can get Naples out of the war, we can then just focus down on Florence and Genoa quite easily. Oh, right, they had a bit of a battle in Austria. Well, that's getting sorted out. Oh, the Hungarians are carpet seizing, that's for sure. Where are we heading to? Oh, right. Can we continue on, I guess? Now they got a small army down there. It's not too bad, though. Oh, they got a bit of combat up there. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and send my troops up north. Trying to get at... oh. Right, that's the Savoy War over. Savoy will say to Brescia to France. Savoy will say to Vada, Valais, and Ginevra to Switzerland. Oh, right, yeah. The Swiss got a bit of extra areas from that. Good. So it was basically these 4 provinces, I believe, switched hands. We'll get 3 ducats out of the war. Hey, better than nothing, and we've got 1 favour. Oh, Portugal started the golden era. Yeah, so how is Naples looking like? They got medium war or war enthusiasm. They would take the, you know, ceding Abruzzo. We could maybe take even Molise. That would be a bit more overextension, though. Okay, they would not take that yet. We can probably wait for like another month, though. And then they probably will take that. Yeah, there we go. I think that's going to be good enough. We can start coring those. Ooh, Abruzzo is going to be a bit expensive. We'll start coring those. I mean, it's 13. Yeah, okay. 13 development is a decent bit. Low Crowland. Oh, right, we can't seize the land yet, but after the war we should be able to. I'm just going to go and park my army in Firenze, start sieging that down. With the 4 siege pips, that should be a relatively quick siege. And now Hungary's going to do the sieging of Siena for us, so we'll get the war goal. Good, good. Still haven't sieged down Genoa. Oh, right, they had the army in Avignon. Well, there we go, that's going to get... it's probably not stacked quite there, but it's definitely going to get a bit of a bad time there. Especially with the Hungarians arriving in the battle. Yeah, that's not a complete victory. The casualties are roughly equal over there, but still pretty decent. Hey, now we've got the war goal. And the... let's actually have a look. Is that going to be a coalition? Potentially, yes. So maybe we'll just take Siena for now. Or could we actually vassalize them? Probably not. No, not really, no. What I could take is I could probably take Siena, then have them release Pisa, so they won't have any fleets anymore, and then we're going to try to just conquer along the coastline here. That would be a possibility. And then... oh, if I were taking the vassal then... No, that's still going to be too much. Well, what I can definitely get the war reparations. And then, of course, the money. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Well, it's slowly growing larger, at least. Oh, there's going to be a fight in Genoa. Yeah, there we go. The Florence army is, well, stack wiped now, apparently. So, yeah, they don't have a lot of troops to fight with anymore. Which is good for us. Oh, and Walls Breach over here in Firenze. There we go. If we only had cannons, which unfortunately we do not have yet. But I suppose the next tech level is going to give us the cannons. So we'll just, like, we want to have at least 1 in our army. To get the sieging done slightly faster. Oh, we can still call in another... Oh, can we call in France to this war? No, Bologna could be calling... Well, I don't think that's really needed anymore. I think we kind of won the war. We just need to siege down a few more things from Florence, and... I wonder if we could get a peace deal with Genoa, I suppose, especially if Milan gets the siege done, or gets control of that siege, then it should be doable to maybe give that to Milan? Maybe? Or do something like releasing Corsica or something like that. Or maybe both, actually. Oh dear, local good production, Avignon goes down. Well, actually, what does Avignon produce? Oh, it's cloth, okay. It's kind of handy, to be fair, but yeah, unfortunate. Right, we don't really need to... Actually, no, we're going to keep the spy network there for a moment. And get another claim... Oh, actually, no, we can't get... Oh, there we go, Foreign Siege done. Let's go out and get to Pisa. We should be able to defeat these quite easily. Yeah, we got a bit of penalties in there, but I think we're still going to win this quite handily. There we go, that's the sack wipe. And we just need to seize that one down. So can I now get another claim over here on... Yes, I can actually get another claim on Naples. Then we can probably go ahead and stop that spy network for a little bit. And I think after this siege is done, we'll just go ahead and help with the Genoa siege a little bit. Because they don't have the siege... Oh, actually. Oh, they got the fleet outside our port. Never mind. Okay, let's just go over there. So that +4 siege pips over there. That's immediately from -14 to +14% on succeeding on the siege. Oh, and we lost a claim. Oh, that was the, right, was losing the claims of Sardinia. Yeah, well, oh, actually, I can get the, workshop underway here. There we go, that should be a decent amount of income. And that's another claim, so we can't conquest, Aragon anymore. But they're part of the Union, oh, right, so that went to Milan. Right, let's go ahead and have a look at Genoa. What are you willing to give? If you give that to, no, you're not willing to give that to Milan. I want you to give, war reparations and money, and then release Corsica. Okay, you're not willing to give Corsica. Well, I guess just the money will do. There we go, a bit more cash. And then I'm going to send these troops back home. Because Florence, we can get a truce. Would that still be a... That would still be potentially a coalition, although it might not be that bad. Because we'd have truce with Naples, Genoa, and Florence. There would be Lucca, Ferrara, Mantua, and Venice. So in theory, it could form. But in all likelihood, it's probably not going to be that bad. Plus, we've got fairly strong allies, so it's unlikely... unlikely to fire. So I think we're going to do that. Although, yeah, it's going to be a bit of extra problems for us. But it's 2 more provinces. Plus, Florence lost another 2. So let's go ahead and seize the land first before we get any further. And then, right, and now we need a new rival. Florence is still okay rival. We could probably rival Naples. Oh, and France wants to, you know what? I can give them a bit of money, I guess. We got a loan, which we can pay off. To get that money back, and then I think it might be time to start building up a bit of an economy over here. Also, probably putting down a couple of rebellions. Let's actually have a look. You can do a bit of rebel suppression on everything, essentially. It might not be enough, but it should still be a strong enough army to defeat the enemies. Oh. Defender of Catholic Faith for Austria. Alright then. Who's Venice allied to? Oh, actually, do we have... No, we don't have... ability. Yeah, we can't ally the knights yet. Unfortunate, but I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if I haven't already. I'll check the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.